in the classroom. A service of the cable television industry and your local cable company.
Fox Family Channel is proud to present the following program without commercial interruption.
That's it. Bon, I finally found it. The most important ingredient to make the most delicious recipe ever. After searching in hundreds of cookbooks, I have found the key to winning the chili cook-off. I have discovered the secret ingredient that is going to change the chili cook-off forever. Bon, we're going to make chocolate chili. Yay!
Have you seen the Captain Kangaroo? Do you know the Captain Kangaroo? C-A-P-T-A-I-N.
If you know the name, then say it again.
C-A-P-T-A-I-N. Yo-ho, it's the All New Captain Kangaroo. Yahoo!
Good morning, and welcome to the treasure house. I'm Captain Kangaroo. It's going to be a very exciting day. Everyone's planning on entering a chili cook-off. That's a contest where people try to make the best chili. In this case, the most nutritious chili wins. That means it has to taste good and be good for you, too. Mr. Moose and Bunny Rabbit have been trying to come up with new recipes all week. They're very secretive about it.
You got that right, Captain. And with our secret ingredient, Bunny and I are sure to win the first prize.
Well, good morning, Mr. Moose, Bunny Rabbit. That's quite a statement. What kind of chili are you going to cook?
We're going to keep that a secret. This is the next big idea in chili cooking, so we can't blab it to everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Green Jeans. Joey?
Morning, Cap.
So what kind of chili did you and Mr. Green Jeans make, Joey?
I like the name Jalo Veggie Chilio.
We put in jalapenos, vegetables, and 3 kinds of chili peppers.
Now, I'm sure everyone has followed the food pyramid, right?
The Piro what?
It was on the chili cook-off poster. Remember when you guys signed up, this was hanging there?
Well, actually I don't, Captain. I thought we were just supposed to make great tasting chili.
The judging will be on taste and nutrition. So each recipe should include ingredients found in the food pyramid, the 5 basic food groups that give you a balanced diet.
Our chili has to include all of those things?
Yes, Joey. Every day we need to have several servings of bread and cereal for energy, fresh fruit and vegetables to keep us healthy, meat, beans, and nuts for growth, milk products for strong bones, and there's even room for some sweets at the top for a little extra energy.
Well, at least we've got that last one covered, huh, Bun?
And the shape of the pyramid shows us that we need to take more servings of the food at the wider part and less of the foods at the small part.
Joey, our chili has lots of veggies, but none of the other food groups.
Nuts! Hey, that's one thing we should add, and some other fixins to make sure we win that prize.
Let's go, Joey. We need to cook up more than just chilies in our chili.
They're right, Bun. We need to make our chili more nutritious as well as moose-licious. Redo the recipe, beat the bowls, grab the grater, spin the spoons. We've got to get cooking before the chili cook-off's off. What do you mean, am I sure this is going to work? Of course I'm sure. I'm a Moosta chef, aren't I? You see, we'll just combine a few recipes together and cover everything in the food pyramid. Let me see. Butter's a dairy product, right? Not exactly? Well, go ahead and put it in anyway. Great. Let me see, and garlic and onions are vegetables, aren't they? Wonderful. Put those in. I've got a beef. Where's the beef? Oh, good. Put it all in. Excellent.
I see everyone's cooking up a storm.
Ah! Didn't you read the sign?
Oh, secret recipe in progress. Keep out. This means you. Mr. Moose, don't you think you're taking this a little too far?
Captain, We're on the verge of a groundbreaking food discovery here. This could be the next Moose's Fields Cookies, the next Moose-a-Cola, the next Moose Donald's Big Moose.
You can trust me, Mr. Moose. I won't tell a soul.
Okay, we're about ready to add the secret ingredient. Go ahead, Bun.
Chocolate? That's your secret ingredient?
It's a winner.
It's a lot of chocolate. Where did you get this recipe?
The Galloping Gore Moose Cookbook. We started with the chocolate chili, and then you reminded us about the food pyramid. We combined 2 other recipes that will help us create a balanced chili.
Mr. Moose, this recipe is for fudge fondue.
Yuppers, add beans and you've got chocolate chili. This'll be delish as well as nutrish. No time to chat, Captain. We'd better get back to work. Okay, Bun, where were we?
I'm a little concerned about how nutritious and delicious this chili is really going to be. Aren't you? Maybe Grandfather Clock has some thoughts about it. Grandfather Clock, will you help me to wake him up? Good. Now remember, when I count to 3, I want you all to please say, "Wake up, Grandfather Clock." Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Grandfather Clock.
No, Jack Fat could eat no sprat and...
I think it was fat, Grandfather.
Oh, drat.
Mr. Moose and Bunny are making chili for the cook-off, and I'm worried about balanced foods. Do you think you have finished my rhyme about that?
Of course, Captain. And a healthy one, too. Eating too many desserts can make you feel sick. But eating vegetables and fruits will do the trick. A balanced diet should be your main mission, because eating right means you have very good...
nutrition.
Excellent, Captain. Now, I'm getting a little sleepy.
Well, have a healthy nap, Grandfather. So you guys, as Grandfather says, nutrition is about getting the right balance of healthy foods.
Well, we're working on it, Captain. We'd never poo-poo nutrish, but we've got to remember delish, too. And our recipe's going to be a big attention getter in that department.
I understand, Mr. Moose, but... Oh, there goes my watch. Thermometer, chili pepper, peanuts. I've got to go and meet Margot. Think about what I said before. I'll see you soon.
Don't worry, Captain. Our thrilly chili will be a dilly.
Captain, I'd like you to meet Lou, the head animal chef of Busch Gardens. He takes care of the menu for all our animals.
Nice to meet you, Lou.
Nice to meet you, Captain. Do you know that we feed about 300 animals a day out of this kitchen, and they all get a different diet?
Really? Well, what are you making here?
This is the fruits for the cockatoos and the monkeys. And here we have the special diet for the tortoises. And that's the eucalyptus, and that's for the koalas.
That's amazing. What animal has the most interesting diet, Lou?
Oh, it has to be the hyenas, because we buy animal hides and bones, and they just love them.
And which animal is the easiest to feed?
It's probably the elephants. They get about 50 pounds of food and grain each, and all the leftover cuttings that we have in here in the kitchen.
Take a look at this list, Captain. Lou orders this every day.
Wow, 8 cases of apples, 6 cases of bananas, 14 cases of romaine lettuce, 50 papayas, 10 pounds of squash, and 1 case of peanuts.
And that's just the fruits and veggies. We also feed mealworms and crickets. And we also have the dry food, which is our llama chow, our monkey chow, our ostrich chow.
Lou makes sure that the animals have a balanced diet so they stay healthy.
Oh, aren't you guys going to go feed the alligators?
That's right.
Over here's the alligator food.
Is this sausage?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what's in it. Chicken and bone meal, and then it's all mixed up and put into a casing.
Well, sounds like a yummy meal.
Well, to a gator it does.
Thanks, Lou.
Thank you very much.
Let's go, Captain.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Margot.
Hi, Phil. I want to introduce you to Captain Kangaroo.
Hello, Captain.
Phil takes care of our alligators.
And this is Marley, a year-old baby alligator.
Well, hello, Phil, and hello, Marley. Wow.
Now, if Marley eats right, he'll grow to be about 10 times as big, just like his brothers and sisters in the pond.
And speaking of that, did you bring the sausage Lou gave you?
Oh, yes. Right here, Phil. Oh, there you go.
Now, in the wild, Marley would be eating insects and small birds and fish. Would you like to touch him?
You sure?
Oh, sure.
Wow. He feels very hard and bumpy, almost like a knotty tree branch.
Well, when Marley's resting in the water, he looks like a tree branch with knots in it. Oh, look, Phil's feeding the big gators now.
Wow, are they always this hungry?
Usually, that's why we have to be very careful. Alligators are opportunistic feeders. That means they'll eat almost anything, anytime it comes by.
That's why it's important for us never to feed alligators in the wild, right, Margot?
Right, never feed alligators. In ponds, golf courses, backyards. It causes them to lose their fear of people, and then they'll eat anything in the area.
Well, thanks for the nutrition tips, Margot. Nice to meet you, Marley. Goodbye, Phil. Or should I say, see you later, alligator.
Oh, Captain.
Where's Captain? He's supposed to be our unofficial taste tester.
Sorry I'm so late. We had to feed the alligators.
Ah, it's a shame they couldn't wait for our thrilly chili.
So, shall we get started?
Ours is still warming on the stove. Would you please go get it?
Sure, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
So, can you finally tell us what's in your secret chili?
I don't know, Bun. What do you think? Okay.
Mr. Moose, there are 2 pots on the stove.
Oh, yes, Captain. One of those is rice. The other one's the chili.
Is the top of your chili pot supposed to be rising?
Yeah, I guess so. That would probably be the cornmeal. That stuff really expands when you cook it up.
Oh, my.
What was that sound, Captain?
Now I know why they call it thrilly chili.
Ooh, maybe we should have called it spilly chili. Oh, Bun, we blew it. Our thrilly chili slimed the captain. And we've got to start all over again tomorrow. What could be worse? You tired, Bun? Are you going to bed? Okay. Good night, Bun.
Good night, Mr. Moose.
Good night, Captain. Oh, and Captain, once again, we're really sorry for bursting our chili bubble all over you and everything.
I know, Mr. Moose. Thank you. Sleep tight.
Good night. I'm tired too. Well, from now on, it's the food pyramid all the way for me. Yep, that's it.
Oh, Your Majesty, Royal Tutankhamun, you royal moose-roll of the Nile. We have followed your commands and have come up with new ways to show you the royal food pyramid. First, your royal builder.
Oh, Tutankhamun's great moose roll of the Nile. I, your humble royal builder, submit to you the plans for the great food pyramid of Lick Your Chops.
What would anyone want with all that food in the desert? What else have we got?
The royal nutritionist.
The great food pyramid is all about juggling the different food groups in your daily diet. Vegetables, fruits, and eggs. Don't forget about dairy products.
Juggling milk is way too messy.
Add bread to this combination, and you have a perfectly balanced guide for your daily food choices.
Well, Tutankhamun, what do you think? Oh, Moose Row of the Nile. Moose Row of the Nile. Moose Row of the Nile. Mr. Moose, you've been asleep for a while.
Oh, Captain, I had the wildest dream. It was about the food pyramid and juggling all the food groups. I guess I need to learn even more about good nutrition before I try to enter the chili cook-off this afternoon.
Well, I know someone who can give you the answers you're looking for. Digit, are you there?
Copernicus P. Digit at your service.
Can you help us learn more about nutrition?
Dietetically doable, Captain. I've got something cooking for you right now. Watch this.
When I get up, want to start off right. Think I could eat everything in sight. What's good for me? Eat healthily. Enjoy a wide variety. What you are is what you eat. So make sure your diet is complete. What you are is what you eat. Let's talk about lunch. It's time to munch. Fruits and veggies, eat them up by the bunch. Carbohydrates and proteins too, to energize the things we do. And by the time you eat your dinner, you can top it off with something sweet. 'Cause what you are is what you eat. So make sure your diet is complete. What you are, hey, is what you eat. What you are is what you eat. Come on now. Hey!
Thanks, Digit.
You're welcome. Copernicus P. Digit signing off.
What do you think?
So I am what I eat, eh, Captain?
And what you read. I've got a story in Storybook Corner about some foxes who deal with nutrition. Shall we read it together?
Now that's cooking, Captain.
Here it is. This is a fun story about a fine family of foxes. It's called Four Famished Foxes and Fosdyke, and it's by Pamela Duncan Edwards with illustrations by Henry Cole. Once, down a foxhole, lived a family of fox kids. There was Frank, there was Floyd, there were Freddie and Flo. Fosdyke made 5. Farewell, cried their fox mom. I'm off for 5 days in Florida. I feel you can now find food for yourselves. What fun, cried Frank. We'll filch fowl from the farmyard. We're fierce, we're fearless, agreed Floyd, Fred, and Flo. Frankly, said Fosdyke, I'm rather fond of French food. Flibberty gibbet, yelled Flo. What a fool, added Frank. What a failure to foxhood, the ferocious four cried. Fiddlesticks, said Fosdyke, as he flambéed some fungi. A fox is a fox, whatever the food. February 4th, 4:15 a.m. The moon shone like a floodlight as with furtive footsteps they crossed the field toward the farmyard. But oh, what a fracas faced the flabbergasted felons. The fowl were forewarned and began to fight back. 4 frantic foxes fled to their foxhole to escape from the fray. I'm fainting, gasped Frank. I'm famished, whispered Flo. How did those feather-brained fowl know we were near? Don't tell Fosdyke, fussed Fred, or he'll know we have failed. Fosdyke was frosting a flan of fresh fruit. Fun hunting? He asked. Fantastic, they fibbed. February 4th, 5:15 a.m. Fingers of moonlight fell on the foxes as they flitted once more toward the farmyard. Suddenly, up flashed the figure of the furious farmer. Fiends, he fumed with a fierce frown. Frank flinched. Fred floundered. Flo fell flat on her face. In a frantic frenzy, the 4 of them fled. Fosdyke was frying a pan of fresh figs. Fun hunting? He asked, flinging in fennel to taste. We're famished, they howled. We're fed up, they cried. We're finished with farmyard. We've got to find food. Fabulous, said Fosdyke, for I've made quite a feast. First-class food, said Frank. All my favorites, fawned Floyd. What fascinating flavors, cried Freddie and Flo. But, fretted Frank, we're still failures and fakes. How did those flapdoodles figure out we were near? Said Fosdyke, I feel I must tell you. It's foolish to forage when there's a full moon. In a flash, the foxes faced up to their folly. Why, funny old Fosdyke, the 4 of them cried. How foxy of you to fathom that out. Furthermore, said Fosdyke, tomorrow's going to be foggy. I fancy you'll find that's a fine time to set forth. But in case fate's against you, I'll be fixing a fondue, and I'll make it a feast big enough to feed 5. February 5th, 5:15 a.m. For a fox is a fox, whatever the food. Well, I think we're nutritionally up to speed. What do you guys think?
Up to speed's the right word, Captain. How are we ever going to get a chili recipe ready for the cook-off?
You don't have to. I've got an idea. Take a look at this.
That's an interesting plate, Joey.
That's right. I made it to look like the food pyramid.
Joey and I are going to serve our chili in it.
I was thinking, Mr. Moose, what if we took our chili, which already has some veggies and some meat for protein, and we put it on top of some of the rice that you guys made, which is a grain product.
And we can add some cheese for toppings, which is a dairy product.
Oh, and then we put a candy bar up at the top, maybe with some fruit for dessert.
Right. Then we can call it Treasure House Chili.
And you've got all your food groups covered. Way to go, Joey.
Thanks.
There's only one ingredient missing.
What's that, Mr. Moose?
Well, I think it needs a little more knock knock.
I should have known. All right, who's there?
New.
New who?
Nutritionally balanced keeps us healthy, like balancing a ping with a pong.
Mr. Moose, Bunny, and Joey learned the importance of eating lots of healthy foods. That's a great way to grow and stay strong, isn't it? By the way, thanks to Joey's suggestion and by following the food group pyramid, the chili cook-off was a big success. Our Treasure House chili won first prize. But of course, good nutrition was the real winner. So stay right here. We have many more good things in store for you at the Treasure House.
The preceding program is part of Cable in the Classroom, a service of the cable television industry and your local cable company.